Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the latest situation update from here in Goa for the month of July 2022. Guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Moses J. Saldana. I'm a local from Goa and I do a lot of videos here in Goa showing you some of the most beautiful places to check out here. So definitely check out my videos and also click the subscribe button for more updates from here in Goa. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of important information. Like I'm going to be telling you about the weather, what to know before coming, basically the traffic rules that have changed here. Also, I'm going to be telling you guys about, what to expect, the hotel prices, also like car and bike rental prices, and if the food prices and things like that have gone up or down. These are all important things that most people want to know, and also if the COVID rules have changed. So first of all, let me tell you about the weather. So hundreds of you have been messaging me and asking me, if there was a red alert here in Goa and what was happening. So for the first 2 weeks of July, we had extremely heavy rains. There was flooding, there was a lot of problems. The roads got washed away in a lot of places. The bridges got, water was going over small bridges here and there in the villages. So it was a tough time. But yeah, many of you have come here during that time and you were telling me that it's been horrible, you've never seen Goa like that. That is true, because the first 2 or 3 weeks of monsoons, this is what happens. We tend to expect heavy rains. Now what happens is, as I'm going to show you here, so this is basically for the next few days. As you can see, the rains should go a little less, so you could expect much better days in the end of July, or the last coming weeks, couple of weeks in July. Now you'll expect much better weather. Like you'll have some sunny days in between. You'll have a couple of hours of beautiful time in Goa where it's not raining. So if you want to go out and explore, you can. Things to know is like the beaches are open. You can go to the beach. The only important thing to keep in mind is you cannot go into the water. The moment you go into the water, even though if you've seen my Baga video, many of you have said, oh, people are actually going into the water. They're not actually going into the water. They're just going like about 5 feet into the water. And then the lifeguards come with the car and ask you to get out of the water. So, with the loudspeaker. So even if you plan on going into the water, don't, because it's very dangerous right now. Just to give you an idea, for this photo here, you can see here is there are huge waves that suddenly happen, and one of these waves hits you, you get sucked into the sea. It could be a lot of trouble. So please do not risk your life at this point of time. Till the month of September, beaches are completely closed for swimming. You cannot swim at the beach till September. You cannot go into the water. The lifeguards are going to ask you to get out of the water at any possible beach that you go to. Okay, just to show you what the rains are like right now, this is what the rains look like during the day whenever it's raining. And just to keep in mind what it's like. So this is the rains if you're coming here. Of course it stops in between, so if you're going out, then it's well and good. Also, other important information about the weather is, please carry a raincoat when you're coming here. Another thing to carry is a waterproof case for your mobile. You can buy these on Amazon. I'll put the links down below if you want to buy these things. You can buy the temporary raincoat also if you're going around by bike. If you're renting a car, well and good, carry an umbrella. The breeze is very strong. Your umbrella is probably going to go flying around. Okay, so yeah, since we mentioned car and bike, let me tell you about the car and bike prices right now. So the car prices are very low right now. So the standard rate for a normal car is 1,200. And the prices don't go below that. Of course, you can get for around 800, but these are like much older cars, and these are like the smaller cars. So if they're very old and they're small, then you'll probably get it for 800 rupees a day. For bike prices, the standard 300 rupees rate. If they're charging you more, please do not pay, bargain and get it. There are bike rental places every 100 meters in the touristy areas, and all of these bike rental places are open, so you can definitely get it. Okay, so other things to know are like what is open. Like if you go to Baga Beach, and Calangute or Candolim, there are many shacks. These are not shacks. Many people keep on telling me these are shacks that are open. It's not shacks. These are basically restaurants that are open. And you can go to these restaurants, you can have a good time at these restaurants, you can eat there, drink there, and the food prices do not go down in monsoons. The only prices that go down are the hotels, but I'll explain that to you in a little while. The food prices at the moment are the same, so they're like the normal 400-500 on the beach. So I would definitely recommend you to go to local food places where you can get these fish thalis for around 150 rupees to 200. The same fish thali on a shack in Baga would cost you about 400-450. So then people keep on asking me the prices are very expensive in Goa. It's not that it's expensive, it's just that you're going to commercial areas where tourists eat, so that is why it's very expensive. I have a playlist down below. You can click on the comments. That is the food playlist. These are all local restaurants where you can get really good food for very cheap. So a few of these places here in Baga, like the Lakshmi restaurant, has beach beds open. There are many of these other restaurants that have tables on the beach. So if you want to enjoy Baga and Calangute right now, you will have a lot of food options on the beach. You will have a lot of these restaurants on the beach open. Candolim just has a couple of places like the Tomatoes Shack and a couple of others. But Calangute and Baga is happening. There's a lot of crowds right now, and weekends you will see the crowd is completely full. Nightclubs in Baga are open. Sink nightclub is open. Show bar next to Sink is open. A lot of the clubs are open. Hammers is open. You will have Curly's, which is if you want techno trance parties. These are all open. This is the first time all of these things are open. During the monsoons, these used to usually be very dead, but now there's a lot of crowd at all these places. So if you want to go to party, the party scene is happening right now on weekends, not on weekdays, but there is a lot of crowd and you can actually enjoy yourself. Other places like South Goa guys is completely dead. I would say Palolem and things like that, all the beach side, the huts are closed, but a couple of restaurants and like a couple of hotels on the beach are open. At the end of this video, I'll tell you guys about the hotels and everything. So keep in mind about that. So South Goa is pretty much dead, but if you want to go to places like what is this, Varka, and places like Benaulim, Kolva is pretty okay. There's quite a good crowd in Kolva. The shacks are not open, but there are restaurants near the beach that are open. Like Mickey's is a good restaurant there on the beach. Benaulim, if you're going, there is Southern Deck, which is a good restaurant, and many of these other good restaurants on the beach side that are still open. Places like Kavalosim has good 5-star properties. Another place which is Mobor, which is near Kavalosim, has beautiful properties. Watersports at the moment is completely closed. If you want to use Watersports, there are some Watersports activities on the Mandovi River. I don't really recommend water sports during monsoon because the water is completely red at this point of time and it's not really fun. There's no parasailing or these activities, but there is jet ski and a few other activities. The water cruises on the Mandovi River are open, so if you want to go in the evening cruise, they are open. Casinos are open. You don't require any rules to go into a casino anymore. You can go to the casinos also, but sometimes they would ask for a vaccination certificate, I assume. So if you want, you can go to the casinos. All casinos are happening. So yeah, guys, also if you want to check the more weather updates and have the latest information of the weather, because I'll post stories on my Instagram, you can click on my Instagram here. This is my Instagram ID. You can go to my Instagram, follow me, and of course you'll get all the updates. Instead of messaging me, just check my stories, to see what it's like here in Goa right now. Also, I'll do a lot of posts showing you guys experiences to check out, like waterfalls and things like that, which you should check out. There is also places like Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary, which is very beautiful during this time. This is on the Shara Island. You'll really enjoy yourself. Also, other things to keep in mind is the hotels. Now, hotels in Goa right now are very cheap. So if you want to get a hotel, you can even get hotels from 800 rupees. You can get hostels, like there is a nice hostel in Anjuna which is called the Gaia Hostel. I'll put that link also down below, which starts from around 400 to 500 rupees per day. If you're looking for a nice hostel, if you're looking for hotels, I also have a playlist of a couple of hotels in Baga and Calangute. I will put all of these things in the comment section below and also in the description of the video. Hotels you can also book from Make My Trip or use Agoda. These are usually the best options. Now what happens is many of the hotels show online for very cheap, but if you come to see, these hotels are closed during monsoon, so it's very important to call the hotel and ask them if they are open before booking. So always do that. You can go get their numbers on Google Maps. You can just type the name of the hotel and get their number. Also, other places to check out are waterfalls. You have to check out the waterfalls during monsoon. A nice place in South Goa is Candolim Beach. That is very, it's not very easy to access, but if you are a fit person and you can walk, go to Candolim Beach. This is one of the most beautiful beaches in Goa because it has waterfalls on the beach, which is incredible, and the view around there is incredible. So yeah, that is the important things. Also, now let me talk about the traffic rules. So now the traffic rules have changed here again, as you can see here. So police cannot stop you unnecessarily unless they can detect that you have committed traffic violation. If they smell alcohol on you passing by on a bike or a car, you're in trouble because they will do the breathalyzer test for you. Drinking and driving fine is 5,000, and most probably you will probably get caught for drinking and driving, so be careful. Drinking and driving is dangerous as well. Also, bike helmet without helmet is now 1,000 rupees fine here in Goa for without helmet. Without license, you will get 10,000 rupees fine, and some of the fines have gone to exorbitant rates. For that, you can check my other video, which is the traffic rules here, to know the prices of basically the traffic rules now. Yes, so if you have any further questions, please comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you guys. Also, the important thing is the COVID rules. Now, COVID rules, you do not require a COVID test or RTPCR to enter Goa because they don't ask for this anywhere on the train station or on the airport or any border. But if you're carrying it's always good to carry your not RTPCR but basically your vaccination certificate, just in case they ask. You can just show that. So yeah guys, if you have any further questions, as I mentioned, please comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you guys and show you guys the latest updates from here in Goa.